Week 7, 2020 NFL season, you get the first pick.
Show me something, Kyle Allen, because if you don't show me something against the league's most putrid defense, the Dallas Cowboys, on Sunday, it's not going to be very long before Alex Smith, you already feel the hot breath of Alex Smith down your neck. Alex Smith is going to be replacing you in the lineup. You have a must-win game.
This one is a low bar, but show me something, Josh Allen. After a couple of games that surely rattled his confidence, this is his opportunity to remind us all of the levels at which he had progressed before the Bills ran into the Titans and the Chiefs 6 days apart. This is your chance to get right again. This is your chance to go out and have a big game, and we need a big game to have our faith restored in one of the guys who was in the MVP conversation not that long ago and could still pull his way back into it, and the process starts on Sunday, Peter.
Show me something, Michael Thomas. And it isn't just show me 10 catches for 160 yards despite a gimpy ankle and hamstring. No, I don't even know if he's going to play, because obviously they added the hamstring injury to his portfolio this week. But show me that you're willing to say, hey, listen, I screwed up, my fault. You should have come down on me like a ton of bricks for punching somebody. And so I'm going to be a really good teammate. So show me something, Michael Thomas. Be a great teammate.
I usually would stay away from that same game, but show me something, Teddy Bridgewater. Going back to New Orleans, where he was 5-0 last year, with an offense that they run in New Orleans, against a defense he knows pretty well from practice, right? We talk about how well that, the Saints would maybe know him and how well the Saints know Joe Brady, the guy who was there as part of that offensive coaching staff. But Brady combined with Bridgewater going into that Superdome, fans will be there. Teddy proved to us that it wasn't just you were in the right place at the right time, but you still have it. I think he does. This is his opportunity to show us that he can go back there, beat his old team, and really establish the Panthers as potential contenders in 2020, Peter.
Show me something, Cam Newton. So all Cam Newton has on Sunday is the weight of the most storied, accomplished sports franchise of the 21st century on his shoulders. That's all he has. But in reality, what you're seeing is what the Patriots gave up, to basically give Tom Brady a couple more years. So you've seen what the Patriots gave up. So the guy who was supposed to be the heir is coming in, and your playoff hopes to a large degree are on the line. The next 2 weeks, San Francisco and Buffalo. And so you have got to show that this signing by the New England Patriots, even though we all know that your weaponry is not good, we know that, but you have got to take this team on your shoulders and beat a good San Francisco team on Sunday in Foxborough.
Show me something, guy who just beat Cam Newton, and that would be Drew Lock, because you got Patrick Mahomes coming to town. And we talked earlier about the interceptions thrown late in the game that gave the Patriots a chance to maybe come back and win. Drew Lock is going to have to be on his game. He's going to have to throw touchdowns, not set up field goals. He's going to have to avoid throwing interceptions. And, Peter, between the durability issues and the interceptions, that maybe does become enough to get John Elway to say, okay, we'll continue the search for the next franchise quarterback. I believe it could be Lock, but I'm concerned about the injuries. I'm definitely concerned about the interceptions. I become less concerned if he could go toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes at home and find a way to win the football game.
Show me something, Jimmy Garoppolo. You've got 3 months to show everybody that you're the quarterback of the long-term future for the San Francisco 49ers. You go back to where you were birthed in the NFL. You've got to take the emotion of that, of looking across the sidelines and seeing your mentor, Josh McDaniels, seeing the guy who did you a solid, Bill Belichick, seeing those people who you've got great affection for. And you come back to this place, you got to take the emotion out of it. You've got to be clinical in this game. This is I'm not saying it's a must-win for San Francisco, but in a division as good as the NFC West, you need to win games on the road against teams that are wounded tigers. The New England Patriots are a wounded tiger.
This was the most seamless fourth round we've ever had, Peter. I love how you went straight into it. Let me go ahead and finish round 4 and today's draft by saying, Jon Gruden. Show me something, Jon Gruden. And don't just show me that you can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or at least you can be competitive. Show me you can control your damn team. Show me you can get your guys to comply with the COVID-19 protocols. Show me that you're not going to be the guy who presides over an outbreak that derails our season. For all that tough talk we heard from him. And, you know, I've said in the past, and I'm not saying it now, but maybe I am, Gruden's got a little bit of that fake tough guy element to him. And we heard him blustering about COVID-19. We got to go beat COVID-19 and all this stuff. Well, then go do it, because right now, Coach, COVID-19's kicking your ass. And it's on you. When your team, when your players fail to comply with the protocols, that means you're not doing enough of that knock on wood if you're with me BS to get them to buy in. So worry a little bit less about the X's and O's and worry a little bit more about COVID, and maybe your team will be able to play all of its games this year. But show me that you're willing to do it. Because, look, the players are the ones who think they're impervious to this. They're the ones who need to be coached to take it seriously. And it's obvious. It became obvious when we saw all those guys at that event 3 weeks ago with no masks, confined space, too many people in one room. It became obvious then, and it's obvious now, that he's not doing a good enough job at getting his guys to understand what they need to do. What we need to do is take a break. We'll wrap up Friday edition of PFT. Go ahead.
Now, just very quick. He showed at the time when they didn't nip it in the bud after that appearance. That tells me a lot. That if people are being lax with their masks after that, that tells me that Jon Gruden is not doing nearly a good enough job with his team. It's not the infection control officer. It's not Mike Mayock. It's not Mark Davis. It's the head coach every day haranguing his team, telling them to stay in line over this. Gruden, in the immortal words of Melania Trump, be better.
And we know he knows how to harangue. All we have to do is talk to Chris Sims about the years that he was harangued by Gruden about far less important things than keeping a deadly virus out of your building.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.